It was the biggest earthquake ever recorded in Japan. More than 15,000 people died and another 9,000 people are still missing. Today, residents in Albuquerque remembered the one-year anniversary of the devastating natural disaster. Here's News 13's Selena Westervelt.
Tim, members of the New Mexico Japanese American Citizens League say for Japan, the earthquake was like their own 9/11. And even though the country's making progress, they're still in dire need of help.
Hundreds are confirmed dead. Hundreds more are still missing.
The news hard to swallow. It's a day Albuquerque resident Tessa Fujimoto remembers all too well. She was in Tokyo teaching when the quake hit.
We could hear things crashing on the floors above us. I don't know what fell down. We were in a large building, I think around 40 stories high, and we were on the first floor. So there was a bit of a fear, like what's crashing above us.
UNM grad Michael Sepulveda and his wife were also there on a visit.
Having never been through an earthquake before, we didn't really know what to do. I mean, we didn't know what procedures to really do other than hide under something that looked very sturdy.
Both helped with an Albuquerque rally to remember the victims and those still recovering. The Japanese American Citizens League hosted the event in downtown, and dozens turned out to pay their respects. It's a touching sight for Fujimoto and her husband, who moved back here after the quake, concerned with nuclear fallout.
I don't know how radiation might affect my future children. I'm afraid about that. So I'm glad to be here and where I feel safe again.
But she knows there are many others whose future is still uncertain, including her husband's family.
They don't have their livelihoods anymore. Rice paddies are gone. They're contaminated. People can't sell their wares anymore, and so they have to reinvent themselves.
As Americans, we can learn a lot from this because we never know what might happen, and we need to build within us the strength of gambare, the do your best, try hard.
Now that word gambare is something that Fujimoto says she uses every day and really describes the Japanese spirit. She says when disaster hit, they didn't wait for aid, but started cleaning up right away. Now Japan is still in need of donations, including water, blankets, and money. For more information, log on to krqe.com and look under news links. Tim?
Thank you, Selena. Ceremonies were held across Japan today in remembrance of the nearly